Hey bike? Hey bike? Hey bike. Which one is it? Keep on watching to find out. We'll give you our honest review of the Tyson HeyBike. We'll tell you if it's any good, if it's really a jolly green giant, or if it's gonna make you not so jolly. Keep on watching to find out more. Let me walk you through a couple of the features of this bike before we go take it for a spin. Besides the fact that it folds, which is interesting, I'll show you what that looks like here in just a little bit. I did have a little bit of problem getting the battery back in it. I took the battery out. The battery sits right in here, which is nice because it conceals it and protects it from the elements, but don't recommend keeping it in the garage if it's gonna be super hot or super cold. But you can always charge from the e-bike itself. You don't have to take it off. So not a big deal, but something to just be aware about. I did have some problems getting that back in there. Definitely am glad I did not have the microphone on because I probably had a couple curse words. It does also have hydraulic disc brakes, not mechanical disc brakes. This is a class 3 e-bike, which means it goes 28 miles an hour. I'll try and see how fast I can get it to go. It has a very interesting display. I'll talk about that more in just a second, but it also has turn signals. How cool is that? Has a front and rear suspension. It's got foldable pedals. The last foldable e-bike I had did not have foldable pedals, and I know it seems silly, but it makes a huge difference in the space. This part also folds down, this part also folds in half. It does come with this cargo rack on there. I'll put the exact payload specs on here and the exact price. I believe it's $1,500, $1,600, somewhere around there. And I'll put a link to where you can get the best deal below. I'll put also the exact price here. It does have a nice little horn. It's kind of loud actually. I really do like the controls. It has both a pedal assist mode and a throttle mode, along with 7 gears that you can use just like you would a normal bike. It is a little bit on the heavy side, but it's foldable, so for some reason foldable bikes don't feel like they are quite as heavy. But those are the quick features of the e-bike. Let's go take it for a spin. This is the ride along for the HeyBike. Hey bike, hey bike, your dream is over. All right, the first thing obviously you'll notice besides the looks, it is a step-through, not a step-through design, which we've been testing a lot of here recently. I really like them for a lot of different reasons, but let's go for a spin. Ooh, peeled out, nice. Woohoo! It does have this double suspension in the back, which is awesome. Let's go take this down here. Take it on a speed bump and you can see how fast, how it handles the speed bump. Very cool. Let's do it. Hey now, hey, there is no dilly bopper, diddly bop, can't stop. And like this dirty pop. All right, let's see how this handles. A speed bump. Whee! Not too bad at all, huh? Gotta figure out when I come up here. Let's bump this up. Bump it up. Oh yeah. Ooh, 24, 25 miles an hour, no problem whatsoever. I got a nice speed bump. I'm gonna launch off it, maybe, let's see. Woo! That's pretty sweet. Super easy to get up top speed, 23, 24, 25. Now some people kind of cheat on this whole class 3 part of an e-bike because they say, okay, well it's a class 3 e-bike, so it goes up to 28 miles an hour, but class 3s are technically only supposed to be through pedal assist getting you up to 28 miles an hour. So this motor does pretty much stop working after you get up to 20 miles an hour from just a straight throttle perspective. But the second that I kick on my pedals, it starts to pick back up again, which is awesome. It's the way it actually should run technically, if I'm reading the laws and the rules correctly, but that's not the way they all work. All right, let's do a quick brake test. Get up going. 21, 22, or not 21, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 and stop. Whoa. Stop. Whoa. Stop. Whoa. That was pretty sweet. I've never peeled out before or had that happen. That shows you how strong these brakes are. Whoa, that's awesome. That was pretty fun actually. I never stopped at a brake light. Let's do a basic stop here, just me. Yeah, I was trying to show you how fast it could stop. I was not trying to do that, but that's okay. No big deal. Riding around in my automobile. Okay, don't want to hit anyone. Whew. That seat also adjusts, which I did not have tightened up. Woohoo! What a beautiful day. You know, they call this the Jolly Green Giant, and has this giant 700, I call it the Jolly Green Giant, they don't. Has a giant 750 watt motor, which you can really just kids up and gets going. And this back suspension is super fun, honestly, I love it. I don't know if I've had it on a bike with a rear suspension or one that I even noticed, but it's pretty cool. Like, you can just not, like, there's no way you could be sad on it, I say. Ooh, lost some of my power. Oh, it's good, man. So what's going on? Why am I not throttling? But I have my finger on the brake up here, and if you do that, the throttle will stop. Because obviously you don't want to go and stop at the same time. So it's a little safety feature they have in almost every single e-bike. I think it's probably law. They do it. It also has a really cool trip computer, which I will cut in here and show you real quick. But man, this thing, these brakes work like almost too good. Woo, that's awesome. Anyway, it has this really nice little trip computer here that I actually really like. It also syncs with your phone, and you can actually unlock it with your phone, and I'll show you how that works here in just a second too. But on my little test ride here, I'm incredibly impressed. I really like this bike. Some people may not like the riding style of it because I am kind of a little bit hunched over. I probably do need to raise the seat up a little bit, as everyone will probably tell me in the comments, as everyone, y'all always do. But man, that's pretty freaking sweet. Assembly of this bike was rather easy. I had a whole time lapse of me doing it, but I accidentally deleted that video card, or it got deleted on me. I don't know which one. The only thing I had a little bit of problem with, and I'm still not sure it's 100% right, is the front wheel and having that tightened. It does not have the quick release skewer like a lot of the electric bikes do, but that's not a deal killer by any stretch of the imagination, but it's also not ideal because it just makes you kind of second guess the work that you did. But otherwise, putting together, for some reason, putting the foldable bikes are a little bit easier because they're meant to be moved around. And you have to usually put on the front wheel, but some of them you don't. This one I believe you did. It took about 20-30 minutes. But always get your bikes checked out by a professional mechanic after you put it together. You just don't want to be going 25 miles an hour and crash. Cool? Cool. I just want to show you super quick how to fold this thing down. It's really easy. It's going to fold down this top part. Even for me to say it when I say it, right? Fold out the top part. Folds down. Got a nice locking mechanism there. Push this button down and the bike folds like so. This is where I was saying it's a little tough to get the battery in and out, so just keep it in there. Keep it in there, it'll be totally fine. This little cord just kind of gets in the way. And once again, it's a super small thing. The pedals also fold up, if I'm correct. They do, I just don't know how to do it. They also fold up. My word for it, they do. I can't remember. Very solid bike overall. looks great. Maybe they don't fold. I'll look it up and I'll put my notes below. Just like that, you're ready to ride. So the words of Russell Wilson, let's ride. All right, this is the Jelly Green Giant. If you're wearing something green, you may just be jolly and green riding this bike. It's not as cheap, and when I mean cheap, I mean as inexpensive as other electric bikes we've tested, but it has got a lot of great components, and frankly, it's a great value. From the upgraded hydraulic disc brakes, the front and rear suspension, the bright light. I mean, this is bike, if you like the way it looks, I mean, thumbs up. Even if you don't like the way it looks, if you're someone that needs a foldable e-bike that can handle anything you throw at it, if you want to go off-roading, if you want to go do a trip to the store, if you want to go anywhere like that, this bike is awesome. My only teeny tiny complaint about this bike, I actually have two tiny complaints, is one, that not being set to auto turn off after, you know, X number of minutes, hours, whatever, of non-use. It didn't drain the battery that much, so it's not even that big of a deal. And my only other small gripe is when you fold the bike, I'll show you that here in just a second, what that looks like. It's really tough to get the battery back into it after you unfolded it, taken the battery out, because there's some of the wiring that's in there. So it took me a lot of tries, got a little frustrated. I'm probably glad I wasn't filming it, because I would have probably said some not so great words trying to get that back in there. But you can charge the bike from charge the battery from the actual bike itself, which is exactly what you want to be able to do. So if you're looking for an electric bike that can hold, looks great, goes up to 28 miles an hour, and can handle anything you throw at it, this is it. It's a great deal. I'll put the link to the best deal that I found below. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. I hope to see you again real.